Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, we are looking at another brilliant game of Mikhail Tal which he played against Jack Miller in 1988 at Simul Exhibition. Which means he was playing against many players at a time, and this is one of the game I would not want you to miss. So if we look at this game, Mikhail Tal was playing as a white and he started the game with the e4, now e5, knight to f3 attacking the e4 pawn, and now knight to c6 defend the pawn. Bishop to c4 Italian game, now knight to f6, d4, d6, d captures on e5, and black in this position played knight captures on e4, which is not the best move in this position. If we go back, according to the stockfish, the best move in this position is d captures on e5, but this is also not a comfortable move for the black because of this queen captures on d8 check. Because if you capture it with the king, then bishop captures on f7 is coming, and the black king will also lose its ability to do castling. That's why black is forced to play knight captures on d8. Now knight captures on e5, and this position looks good for Mikhail Tal because of these two pieces, and on the next move he can also do castling on the king side. So maybe that was the reason why black in this position didn't play this d captures on e5 move. Well, black in this position played knight captures on e4, and again this is not the best move in this position. So stop the video and try to find the best move in this position. Well, if you are thinking about this queen to d5 move, then you are wrong because black can tackle this move with this bishop to e6. And now it looks like that Mikhail Tal can play this queen captures on e4 and he will win a piece. But after d5 we immediately lose a piece with the queen to f4, and now after pawn captures on c4 black gets his piece back. So that's the reason why queen to d5 does not work in this position. Well, Mikhail Tal found a brilliant move in this position, which is bishop captures on f7 check, sacrificing his bishop, and as usual black accepted. King captures on f7, now queen to d5 check, bishop to e6, and after queen captures on e4, Mikhail Tal gets his piece back and he also has an extra pawn. But the main reason behind this bishop captures on f7 move was to stop his opponent from doing castling on any side of the board. And yes, Mikhail Tal gets success in that. So now black continued his game with the bishop to e7, now castling on the king side, d5, attacking the queen, and Mikhail Tal in this position played queen to d3. But he can also play this queen to f4 check, and after king to g8, knight to c3 looks like a good move. But Mikhail Tal didn't play this queen to f4 move, but in this position he played queen to d3. Now queen to d7, rook to e1, rook a to f8, and after this move we can easily see that black wants to play this king to e8 move. And now Mikhail Tal developed his knight with the knight to c3, and as expected king to e8. And now Mikhail Tal attacked the opponent bishop with the knight to g5, attacking this bishop on the e6 square. Well, black also made an counter attack with the bishop to c5, attacking this f2 square with the bishop and the rook. But Mikhail Tal still played this move, knight captures on e6. So now bishop captures on f2 check. It's simple, king to f1 does not look like a best move because of any discover check. That's why king to h1. So now bishop captures on e1, and in this position Mikhail Tal played knight captures on f8, which is not the best move in this position. We can say this is the mistake of the game. So if we go back, the best move for Mikhail Tal in this position is knight captures on d5. And the question is why it's the best move, because before this move this knight on the e6 was hanging. So after knight captures on d5, you cannot capture it because of this knight captures on c7 royal fork. So that's the reason why you cannot capture this knight. Another thing black can play is knight captures on e5. But now Mikhail Tal can play this knight d captures on c7 check. Now king to f7, queen to f5 check, and if you play this king to g8, then queen captures on f8 is a checkmate. That's why he is forced to play this king to e7, but after bishop to g5 check, it's simple. Because of these four powerful pieces, this position is just winning for Mikhail Tal. So that was the reason why knight captures on d5 was the best move in this position. But Mikhail Tal missed it, and in this position he played knight captures on f8. And again the question is why this is a mistake. The reason is quite simple, because of this rook captures on f8. Now this rook has this full open f file, and if in the future Mikhail Tal wants to move his queen from this diagonal, then black can deliver the back rank checkmate with the rook to f1. So Mikhail Tal continued his game with the bishop to g5, now knight to b4, developing the knight but with the tempo attacking the queen. So Mikhail Tal saved this queen with the queen to e2 attacking this bishop, and black in this position played knight captures on c2. Knight captures on c2 is saving this bishop, and remember you cannot capture it because of this rook to f1 checkmate. And another thing this knight is doing is attacking this rook on the a1 square. Well, Mikhail Tal didn't save the rook in this position. Mikhail Tal played this e6 move, and black made a blunder with the queen to d6 move. But if we go back, the best move for the black would be this queen to c6 move, because now Mikhail Tal has two options. The first one can be rook captures on e1, but after knight captures and queen captures on e1, black can play this d4, and now this knight has nowhere to go. If he play this, let's say this knight to e4, then after queen captures we cannot capture it back because of this rook to f1 checkmate. And another thing that Mikhail Tal can do is he can play this rook to d1, but again the threat is simple. Black can play this d4 move, and once again this knight does not have any square. So if we play this knight to b1, this position does not look good for Mikhail Tal. So that was the reason why this queen to c6 is the best move. Well, black missed it, and in this position he made a mistake with the queen to d6, and now Mikhail Tal got his chance to play this knight to b5, attacking this queen and also attacking this c7 square. And it's very important for the black to save this c7 square, because if you move your queen somewhere else, then knight captures on c7 would be a checkmate by this knight and this bishop and this pawn. That's why black in this position played a queen to e5. Remember, you cannot capture it because of this rook to f1 checkmate. So in this position, black is attacking Mikhail Tal's queen, he is attacking the Mikhail Tal's bishop, and he is also threatening this rook to f1 checkmate. Well, Mikhail Tal tackled all these threats with the single stunning move, which is h4. And why it's a stunning move? The first reason is this pawn is saving this bishop, and he is also making room for this king. So now black cannot play this rook to f1. So black in this position played queen to g3. He was thinking that he can still play this rook to f2 move, attacking this queen and also threatening the checkmate on the g2 square. But I think he forgot that he was playing against the magician of Riga, because now Mikhail Tal found another stunning move, which is rook to d1. But it looks like that this move is not stopping this rook to f2 move, and that's why black played this move in this position. But Mikhail Tal played another stunning move, queen captures on f2, a brilliant queen sacrifice. So now black has two options. The first one is capturing back it with the queen, but now we can play this knight to c7 check, and after king to f8 we can play this e7 check. Now king to g8, and after making the queen to f8, queen captures, and after king capture, Mikhail Tal has this extra rook which is enough for him to win this game. That's why capturing with the queen does not work in this position. Black played bishop captures on f2, but Mikhail Tal played another stunning move with the rook captures on d5. And why it's a stunning move? Because this rook is now threatening a beautiful checkmate with the rook to d8. Just two moves ago, this rook was doing nothing on this a1 square, but after these two moves, this is one of the most important piece of Mikhail Tal in this attack. And yes, this checkmate is unavoidable. That's why black in this position sacrificed his queen with the queen captures on h4 check. Now bishop captures, and after bishop captures on h4, this is just a matter of time for Mikhail Tal. Now Mikhail Tal played knight captures on c7 check, king to f8, rook to f5 check, bishop to f6, rook to d5, a5, rook to d7, knight to b4, rook to f7 check, And after king to g8, Mikhail Tal played rook captures on f6. And remember, you cannot play this g captures on f6 because of this e7. And on the next move, this e8 is equal to queen is unavoidable. That's why black didn't capture the rook. In this position, he played knight to c6. So now rook to f7, g6 and e7. And in this position, black resigned. The reason is quite simple. If you capture this pawn, then rook captures on e7 is winning, and if you capture this rook, then e8 is equal to queen is unavoidable. And this is the reason why black resigned in this game. So I hope you like this beautiful and brilliant game of Mikhail Tal, and if you like it, please like this video, subscribe to this channel to get more amazing and inspiring content.